Well, glad, obviously, to win the series today. It was a tough ball game. It was definitely a stressful ball game just because of William and Mary, and you got to give them credit on the offensive end. They take advantage of mistakes. You look at their hits, the way they scored runs. A lot of base hits and 2 strike counts. They took advantage of the free pass. We only walked 1 batter, but we hit 3. And in the 1 inning there where we hit a couple guys in the walk, they took advantage of that situation and put together a big inning to get them back in the game after we were up 7-3. But offensively, we took advantage of the free pass ourselves. I think we had 9 walks, had a hit by pitch, swung the bats fairly well. I think we need to be a little more aggressive with runners in scoring position. It feels like we're trying to hunt the perfect pitch, and we just got to use all 3 strikes and swing the bat and be aggressive. Seth had a nice day, had 2 hits, scored 2 runs, and really, the best offensive player today for us was Patrick Cromwell. Did a great job, had 2 hits, drove in 3 runs. Defensively, again, played a good ball game. Again, only 1 walk, couple hit batters, and 14 strikeouts. So our pitching staff has done a nice job in that regard. Just need to be a little more aggressive with runners in scoring position and take advantage of the free passes that we're getting on offense, and we wouldn't have been in the position that we were in at the end of the game. It's good to get Spencer Strider out there, first time out. He had a good outing, I felt like, even though he gave up some runs. He was cruising there. I think he had 7, struck out 7 out of 9 third time through the order, so he did a nice job. So, and then Carson Spires threw the ball well yesterday, brought him in, and did an outstanding job there in the 8th and in the 9th to get the save. So overall, glad to get the win, and just got to continue to get better going into Game 3. Well, Patrick deserved the opportunity to get in the lineup. I really wrestled with it even yesterday just because he had a great fall, had a great spring campaign going into opening day. We were facing the lefties. They started the lefties, so felt like we wanted to go a little more right-handed yesterday, but felt like we had to get Patrick in there today against a right-hander, and had a great start. And he's going to continue to get at bats. He's a good defender, and if he keeps putting together good at bats, he definitely deserves to be in there. I think he did, we've tried to focus on bringing guys in on a clean inning, and it was his first time out there, and his pitch count going into that inning, he was into 50s, I believe. So we could have taken him out at that point, but he also had 2 strike counts on those guys and had some pitches get away from him where if he just executes a couple pitches, he's probably not in that situation. But he's got to learn from that. That's part of it. That's just part of it, just understanding that when you make a mistake at this level, it can come back to bite you. But he looked awfully good. He punched out a number of guys and threw strikes. Only walked 1 batter, so I was proud of Spencer being able to bring him in there and stretch him out and get his feet wet. And threw the ball well.
First 2 days, you showed depth and more.
Yeah, again, the one thing that has really stood out to me is how well our bullpen has thrown the baseball and how well we've played defensively. So we just got to continue to build on that, and those guys are understanding that it's a strength of ours, and we almost feel like we get better as the game goes on. It's always good to see that. That comfort of when the ball's put in play that somebody's going to make a play behind them, that comfort of knowing that we're going to fill up the strike zone and force teams to swing the bat. So we keep pitching and defending like that, we're going to be in good shape. Again, we just got to do a better job of swinging the bats, and in my opinion, being a little more aggressive, especially with runners on base. We're getting on base. We just got to find a way to get runners in. Yeah, again, we're taking advantage. We're taking advantage of the free pass, but we all know too, in baseball, when you face a strike thrower and you face teams that can play defense, you can't rely on the free 90. So we've got to find a way to be aggressive. I don't want us to have to rely on the free pass to score runs. It's part of our offense, but we've got to be able to swing the bat early in the count when we get good pitches to hit and do some damage. So I thought we hit the ball well today, but again, we get runners on base. We've got to let it fly early in the count a little more.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.